What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know we've been a while, but we thank you for your patience. So let's jump into this deck profile. Let's see what we're coming at you with. We're still rocking one Dark Arm Dragon. Dark Arm Dragon is, he has no restrictions on that once per turn. You have 3 dark monsters in the graveyard, which this deck really modulates the graveyard really well. Special summon him to the field and just clear your opponent's board from there. We got the legend that has returned from his long prison sentence. The E-Hero Stratos, he's finally here. He's returned back to us, and he's gonna start rocking this. You just get him onto the field, normal summon him, special summon him. You're gonna get that effect, either add the E-Hero or pop a back row. Just ways to just get the field cleared for yourself. We're still running the 3 Destiny Hero Malicious. Malicious is just that, very good combo starter. If you got it in the graveyard, banish it out, special summon one from the deck, get your combo plays going from there. We're running 2 Destrudo. We knocked it down to 2 because you're gonna see this card fairly quickly. You want to make sure that you can get it going so your combo plays are going, and it's just gonna rock the deck so good. We're running 3 Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher is another one of the key pieces to the deck. He helps you to get your special summons if you want to ditch your Destiny Hero or your Destrudo, get him to special summon. Then on top of that, ditch a dark monster. Get your other dark monsters that you need in the graveyard, either fuel for Dark Arm Dragon or either go for your Synchro plays. Same thing with our Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight and your Destrudo in hands pretty much. You got your Quasar in hand. Just be able to get that 2-card combo is just very useful. We also have to run 3 of our Doppel Warrior. Doppel Warrior is also another good key piece. You want to use him for his token generation effect, to be able to get him to get those tokens out there. Helps you get all your plays going. We're running 1 Career Bonds. Career Bonds is just, good with the E-Tele. This is the Tele-DAD Dark Synchro deck, and just the fact is you can get him out there if push come to shove. If your opponent doesn't have a way to destroy him, if they just want to run into him, you can pay those 800 life points and save you a little bit of damage. We're also running 1 Plague Spreader Zombie. Plague Spreader is just good for being able to, restack your deck if you have, cards in your hand that you don't want in your hand, or if you just need a special summon that tuner, just get into another Synchro play. It's very good for that. We're running 2 Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron is just, one of those good combo pieces to the deck. You use a level modulation with him. Just be able to get your plays going, get him back out of the graveyard, and just keep synchroing for days. We're running still 1 Recovery. Recovery good with the Psychic Engine with the Emergency Teleport. Also, too, if he's in the graveyard, if your opponent's extra deck has more extra deck monsters than you got, which is is going to happen if you start with your Synchro plays, pay 2,000, special summon out of the graveyard, and keep going with your Synchro plays from there. And lastly, for the monsters, we're running 1 Glow Up Bowl because it's still around, and as long as it can be around, we're going to play it. Mill one off the top of the deck, special summon it back out of the graveyard, and get your combo plays going. And that is it for our monsters. For our spell cards, we're running 3 Allure Darkness. Allure Darkness, the deck is dark. You get through your dark monsters, get to the combo pieces you need, get what your plays going. We're running 1 Reinforcement of the Army, just because there's so many warrior targets in here. You got your Armageddon Knight, your Doppel Warrior, your Dark Grepher. Just be able to get those monsters in hand. Even your Stratos. He's just all those monsters to just be able to get them to your hand when you need them, and just get your plays going from there. We're running 1 Foolish Burial because we want to get the graveyard set up the way we want to, and even if you got the graveyard already set up, it could be fuel for your Dark Arm Dragon. We're running 1 A Hero Lives. Yes, it's 1 of a Hero Lives, but the thing about it is that's like having 2 Stratoses in the deck. The fact that you can just plop this card down, special summon Stratos, get your Destiny Hero from there, and just get your plays going is just very crucial. We're running 1 for 1 because there's plenty of level 1 monsters in the deck that you need to get onto the field as fast as possible, get your plays going, and just get them rocking. The same thing with the emergency teleport. It's just like another 1-for-1. It's going to help you get those synchro psychic monsters out there when you need them, and just, you know, be able to do dodge damage if you have to, do block an attack if you need to. We're running 1 Monster Reborn because Monster Reborn is just like Stratos. It came off the ban list, and, you know, as long as we can rock Monster Reborn or free, just bring back a monster, let's do it. We're also running Soul Charge or Game Charge, or might as well say Emergency Win Button, because, you know, usually if you play this card, you're going to get the monsters that you need to get the plays you need. We're also running 2 Call by the Grave. Call by the Grave, you know, it got hit. It sucks, you know, because there's more hand traps than there are Call by the Grave. But Call by the Grave is at 2 now, but you're going to have to run it if you want to try to play against any type of meta deck, because the hand traps are real, and once they start flying, that gets real. We're running 2 Twin Twister. They're still back row on those back row fields. Sometimes it gets a little hairy back there, and you want to make sure that your plays go through. It's bad enough that you're going to have hand traps, but you're going to have back row traps too, so make sure you can be covered on both options. We're also running still 1 Overdone Burial. Overdone Burial, you know, a lot of people have decided to switch it out, but to me, it's still a good card. If nothing else, it's good for just for your Assault Day play, just to pitch it to the graveyard, but also too, if you have it in hand, it's going to be a way if you have your Malicious, your Dark Arm that's not live, anything that's big, you can still special summon the monster back, and it's still going to be useful. The same thing with Living Fossil. Living Fossil, just to be able, like another Monster Reborn, just to be able to equip it to it, be able to special summon the monster, just get your plays going. We're running 1 DDR, Different Dimensional Reincarnation. This is just good for just being able to get that banished monster back. If you got an Omega, if you got a Jet Synchron, just be able to get it back and get your plays going. And lastly, for the spell cards, we're running 1 Divine Sword, Phoenix Blade. I'm surprised this card didn't get banned, because, you know, there's some decks that, you know, can really abuse this card, but as long as we can rock it, we might as well use it, because it's a good pitch outlet, it's good fodder for us, so let's use it. And that is it for our main deck. For our extra deck, we're still running 1 Cosmic Blazar. Cosmic Blazar is just, you know, he is the staple for the deck. You want to get him out there. He is pretty much your win condition to be able to stop almost everything, you know, stop summons, battle, any type of crazy card effect. You can pretty much do that, banish him out, clear out the extra deck spot zone, and just be able to keep going with your plays from there. I'm still rocking the 1 Trishula, because, you know, just be able to hit your opponent for 3 cards, banish them straight out is very good. Even if you're going first turn, you banish out 1 card, that still could be that 1 card that can really trample the opponents down. We're running 1 Crystal Wing, because Crystal Wing, you know, there's always outs to Crystal Wing, but Crystal Wing is a very hard card if you slapped out there and you do not have an answer to it right then and there. Crystal Wing can be that card that says, you know what, you ain't got no effect monsters that's going to stop me, and if you got a level 5 or higher monster over there, I'm going to beat it down. Just beat it down. We're rocking 1 Psy-frame Lord Omega. Anybody could seen this coming. They let us abuse it for a long time now, but the fact is they finally hit it down to 1. You know, Junk Speeder, he put the cap on. I don't care what nobody says. You know, when they made Junk Speeder, he got crazy. They had to put the brakes on. They had to give him a speeding ticket. But Psy-frame Lord Omega, he's down to 1. We can use him at 1 because we can still recycle him. He can help us get cards back into our deck. We're going back old school. We got the 1 Stardust Dragon, just because, you know, there's still a lot of destruction card effects, a lot of things bounce, but destruction does still the thing. And the fact is, if you can get your Cosmic Blazar out there with a Stardust, that can, you know, be that 1 card that can really make a big difference in your plays. We're running 1 Black Rose Dragon, because sometimes your opponent gets a little crazy over there. They stack the board up real too high. Just be able to make sure you can wipe the board, hit the reset button, and just go from there. Also, too, do not forget, you know, you do use Glow Up Bulb. If you got Glow Up Bulb sitting in the graveyard and you've already used this effect, go ahead and hit Black Rose Dragon's secondary effect, grab that monster and pull it into attack mode, drop its attack points to 0, and hit him for 24. Just don't forget that effect. We're running 2 TG Hyperlife Variant. TG Hyperlife Variant is pretty much our Pot of Greed. you know, get him on the board and just start synchroning your ladders up and just keep drawing until you get a handful of cards that you can use and just dominate the board. We're still running the one Excel Synchron. Excel Synchron is, you know, one of the key combo pieces. You want to get him with his level manipulation and just be able to get your plays going. We're still rocking the one Crystron Quandax. Quandax is just good for being able to help you get into your other synchro materials. He's a level 4, helps you climb the ladder. Same thing with Celestial Double Star Shaman. Double Star Shaman is a very good card. The fact that you can bring back multiple level 2 monsters is very good. Just be aware that when you do synchro summon this card, make sure you have all your link plays done and everything else you want to get out the way, because once he hits the field, it's pretty much synchro summon from there on out. We're rocking the one Formula Synchron because Formula Synchron is, you know, the key, one of the key cards. You want to get him on the board, get your draws for days, and just, you know, go into whatever Excel you want to. We're running one Asode. Asode is just, you know, oh so good for the warriors. The fact is that when she's summoned, you get a warrior monster to your hand, and also too, to be able to send equipped spells to the graveyard to help you to special summon the monster is also very good too. We're running one Deco Talker because Deco Talker is just, you know, that good generic, you know, Link 3 can help you switch your extra deck spots and just be able to help you open up more access to the field. And lastly, for the extra deck, we're running one Skull Dread because Skull Dread has the 3 pointers pointing down. If you're able to get the 4 monsters on field to summon this guy and get him out there to draw all them cards, can really open up your game state. Just get your deck, you doing what you want it to do. Also too, the fact that you allowed to get that extra summon and all the monsters that it points to is going to get the attack point increase is very, very crucial. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. We thank you guys for your support. If you want to keep supporting the channel, be sure to click the links in the description box. Keep supporting us, guys. We love you. We got more coming. Thanks, guys. We're out.